The
hardest thing about this is that 90% of the people that are going to watch this are going to be stone cold sober.
Yeah.
And they're going to be like...
They're not going to be having the fun we're having.
They're going to be like, why are they laughing so much at that? And I'm going to be like, well, I'm like 18 tries in here, people.
Maybe that's what I need to do. So here, I'm going to... Okay, this scene will be repeated at the beginning of the video, because a lot of people do that.
I know.
Hey, guys, Seltzer episode coming up. Go into the fridge and grab yourself your favorite seltzer so you can join the fun.
That'll make it fair.
And then you'll know why we're laughing so much. Hey, what's going on, everybody, and thanks for joining me again. We got a real special episode because we're doing a review of the Seltzer, Seltzer off, whatever you want to call it, and I have the true authoritarian on the matter. The smart and talented Kayla Sweet is joining us, a friend from law school. How are you, Kayla, today?
Thanks for having me, Alex.
Oh, I'm so excited. Like I said, we have the true authority on the matter. You know, I wasn't the happiest on how the Seltzer video came out the first time, and Kayla was the first to let us know where we fell short in the video. And so we're bringing Kayla in to really find out which are the best Seltzers, right? So, quick review on where we left off. White Claw was the top, and I think it was Hook and Marker was the worst. So what we're adding today is the Bud Light Seltzers, are the new ones out on the street. We're going to see how Bud Light compares to these. And also, there's a couple new Truly flavors, and then we're going to top it off with Corona's Refrescos. I did kind of fall short because I did tell Kayla we were going to do the Corona Seltzers, but unfortunately those aren't released until April. So the guy at the store convinced me these were them. And I guess, Corona Refresco, the spiked refresher, is the same thing as their spiked seltzer. So we're going to give it a try. You ready to have some fun?
Let's go.
Let's get to it. So I was telling Kayla before the podcast that the winner of the seltzer off was White Claw. And a lot of people obviously stand by that. This is the internet's favorite. So the one that won our taste test was the natural lime. But you know what? I had one last night, and I was like, ugh, this is just gross. I'd rather have a gin and tonic. But black cherry does have a special place in my heart. So I'm going to pour some in for myself. I don't want to end up pouring too much in for you as well. So,
all right.
But this is the natural lime White Claw. So to give us a base, cheers. Let me know what you think. We're going to base it off of flavor. And we don't have to consider what we did last time. We considered the price, the percentage, and calories. But this is only 100 calories. Not too bad. It's better than a beer. Again, I think it just tastes like a sour Sprite.
Yeah, it does. As your resident, seltzer expert, these are really like basic white girl drinks, and I don't know, it just has like this is what you drink at like the end of the night at midnight when you're already pretty much trashed, and you're like, I'm just gonna drink whatever. This is it. So I don't know, it doesn't rank too high for me.
That's it. When your lips are chapped from being dehydrated of a long day, this is the perfect refresher. So not too terrible. Just had to grab a pen real quick. So what I'm going to do is make a note next to this on what if we have any changes. So natural lime for Kayla. I said when we ranked it that it was an 8.3. So out of 10, I gave it an 8.3. Where would you rank the natural lime White Claw to give us a good base to start with?
7.
A solid 7. Rookie score, but a solid 7. I'm with it. This is a perfect midline base to leave us. I'm just going to put this back on here. Because at the end of the day, I'm looking like, I don't think this is very deep to just keep dumping seltzers out. So, okay, moving on to the black cherry. Again, a fan favorite. The internet dictates the world, and they say this is the best. So, moving on to White Claw Black Cherry. Yep, see? Before the podcast, my big ass knocked over a bunch of seltzers, and so that's why we could have some seltzer spraying around here as Kayla wipes herself. So, White Claw, Black Cherry.
You are going to be drunk by the end of this.
The last podcast was 2 hours long, and it was so funny because we started so prim and proper and straight, and then by the end of it, it was so loud and wild. But Black Cherry, where are we at? Whoa, so much better. So much better.
Yeah, that is a lot more flavor.
That's it. More flavor. It's sweeter. It tastes like a, I don't want to say like a pop, but like a flavored water that I'd want to drink again. The other one was like forced, a little sour.
Forced.
What do you think?
You know, again, it's basic, but I'll give that one like an 8.8.
8.8. I like it. When I first did this, I gave it an 8.2, but it definitely blows the natural lime out of the water. And I think it's way better. I think that's a fair score.
I'm excited though. What if Bud Light might beat it? We'll see.
I think so. I think Bud Light is a strong contender. They know what they're doing. Corona, what'd you think of the Lime-A-Ritas when those were new? But
those are disgusting.
Aren't they? But before I was really. It was, when we were young.
Right.
I couldn't drink beer as well. So when I was a little sissy,
those also like higher in alcohol content too.
Oh yeah. But we were in college, so hangovers weren't as detrimental.
Now we care about calories.
That's it. We care about calories, and I'm telling you, aging has hit me like a wall.
Oh, I know.
Because before you would just wake up and just continue your day. Now it's like, I have to plan for a hangover tomorrow.
2 of these, and I'll be like miserable.
Well, great. This is fantastic. You should see the wall we have over here. So, now that we gave Kayla a good idea of what won the last time we did the Seltzers, we're going to move on to what was really the bottom of the bottom rung. So, we do have some Truly, which was just below White Claw. But before we go to Truly, we're going to save some of the new Truly flavors for the end. But we have Bon and Vive, which was the major loser overall. The worst flavor was the grapefruit. But oddly enough, following the last time we did this, Ashley drank all the grapefruit because she enjoyed them so much. So we don't have any grapefruit, but the 2 bottom ones after that were the Clementine Hibiscus and the Pear elderflower. So those are the 2 that we have now. Let's just quickly try. We'll just go with the Clementine Hibiscus.
I don't even know what an elderflower is.
We had to look that up. Oh my goodness. Let me look it up again. An elderflower is just a flower. It's a pretty little white flower. See? Yeah. How cute. So, cheers. Again, this was a low one. And so we are starting here with Clementine Hibiscus. Yeah. I mean, it's just lacking flavor. And I kind of like that.
But I'm not going to lie, the smell reminds me of like when you're mixing vodka in college. Or not vodka, like liquor in college. Yeah. With like
anything?
Juice. Yeah, that's exactly what this smells like, but it's not what it tastes like. It doesn't have any taste on it.
Isn't it weird? It's all scent. Which they do say like 80% of tasting is scent-based, but it's flavorless.
It gives me horrible flashbacks.
And it looks like soap, which has me a bit concerned. The foam at the bottom. But, again, a reason I definitely understand why we didn't rate that high. So, The elderflower, oh, that's funny. The Clementine Hibiscus is what we did. I rated it a 2.9.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to give that one a 3.
Woo! Again, rookie score.
I'm too nice.
She is too nice. So, 3.0, again, low score. You can see how these aren't that good. Mm-hmm. Now let's try the Pear elderflower. Let me know what you think, Kayla. So, Pear elderflower, we had a 5.2. At least I did. And the average came out at a 4.1.
Ooh. It smells good.
This one I think I did enjoy a bit better. Oh, this does smell way better. It smells like a pear, what are those? Jolly Rancher. It smells like a Jolly Rancher.
Literally, it's the same thing, though. It smells, but there's no taste.
There's no flavor. So I did this one a little bit higher. I gave it a 5.2. Came out as a 4.1. What do you give it?
A 3.5.
I agree. Still low. Especially compared... White Claw definitely does have the cake.
Yeah. It's not bad, but if I want to drink soapy water, I can just drink out of this
What
thing.
is unappealing is it does look like soapy water. It doesn't look like a seltzer, like a soda water. Mm. It looks like soapy water.
But it's 10 less calories.
Which is something we should take into account. Maybe that's the lacking of flavor.
No, that's true.
Now this one's real pain. This one came in second last, but man, I would have sent it lower.
This is my biggest gripe with your last podcast because I drink every seltzer there is out there, so I don't know. We'll see about this.
Have you tried this one yet?
I haven't tried these flavors, but I have tried the coconut one, I think it is.
Here's the worst part about a seltzer like Crook and Marker here. When you look at all the seltzers, so we're gonna go with Tangerine, which got a 4.7. When you look at this, ready? I'm gonna pour some out.
Oh.
I want it clear. This is not a seltzer anymore.
Why do you want it clear, though?
Because this is the Refresco.
Okay.
It's supposed to be a seltzer. I just feel like you're about to be a lawyer. By definition, I want to say a seltzer is more water-like, and this is more pop-like.
Isn't this, like, organic, though? No sugar, super healthy. None of the other ones can say that.
You know what's wild? Okay, so I think it was Amazon Prime. I kept coming across it, never wanted to watch it. There was Super Size Me 2, the documentary. And I'm like, how does this come out? Like, what can you do now? You've already eaten. What else are you going to do? So I pull it up, and the guy was like, I came to you all and showed you how bad fast food is. Nobody listened.
Right.
So I'm going to really show the problem, I'm going to be the problem. So he created a fast food joint that was totally honest. So he created he wanted chicken that was, it wasn't fried, it was, what was the term? Like grill fried or something, grilled something. And it was deep fried. He could say that it was free range, organic, all these things, and it was literally the same chickens right next to a McDonald's like hut. They were the same deal. And when you watch the whole documentary, you learn that a lot of these terms are so phony that
You're blowing my
the FDA
mind.
The standard to get these terms on your can like is so low. Do you want to know how they were able to say free range? They had the chickens in the farm all on top of each other. No, you know what it was? They had to open the door. They literally opened the door, but still had a chain wall. And as long as the door was open for 12 hours, it was free range. So it was the same barn next to McDonald's, but they got to say free range because the door was open for 12 hours a day. So, free range chickens, baby, let's go. Now, this has a lot more flavor.
I kind of like it, I'm not going to lie.
I was going to say, I wonder if it's going from the mermaids, I can't even remember what they're called anymore. There's so many. Bon and Vive. When you go to the Bon and Vive, which has no flavor, to this thing, it's like at least this, I'm drinking something.
I like it, but it's 4%, so I feel like I'd have to drink like 5 of these to even...
Yeah.
And they're really expensive, so it's not worth it.
That's true, too. And I gotta ask you, you just had a sip. That's easy to do. Could you see yourself drinking 2 or 3 of these? Because the flavor seems like it'd be too much for that.
I know, it says 0% juice, but it kind of tastes juicy.
It tastes like straight juice.
It tastes like orange juice.
Probably straight juice. That's what I'm saying. The labels can beat us, man. All right, now we gotta... At least this is black cherry, so that seems to be the favorite flavor. It'll probably come out like a maroon. Yeah, there we go. Ugh. Again,
My
I
roommate
appreciate...
likes this one.
So again, I forgot to get your score on that nasty stuff. What did you think of tangerine?
It was good, but after you said that it would just be terrible to drink all night, probably like a 4.5.
I'm with it. I appreciate that one. I gave it a 1.5, but the average did come out as a 4.7.
A 1.5?
So I think I just sank it because it upset me.
This is what, I got to this point in the podcast and I was like, I'm done. They're terrible.
But I'm sticking by it because honestly, that was just, I had one sip and I was like, all right.
I can't believe you rated that lower than that mermaid one, though. Like...
That's fair, but I think it's because I could have more of those.
That's true.
Okay, so now I gotta try this maroon. I feel like I have radioactive waste in my gut now that I've pounded orange and red. Smells better, at least. Again, this is black cherry crooked marker. Ooh, I want to change that. I mean...
I said ooh, and you said ooh.
What do you think?
I'm biased because I don't really like black cherry, but... It's better than the other one.
It is. And you rated it a 4.5, so we're going to leave this one.
5. A 5.
I appreciate the 5.
You're really making me hate these, and I thought I was going to love, I love the coconut, so I thought I was going to love all these flavors, and I was like, oh yeah, no GMO, and apparently now that means that they probably got, dying
still MSGs. Yeah. But, you know what, I think... After hearing you talk about it, I do think a 1.2, where I put this one...
was way too low.
What's funny is, this is definitely better than the orange one I had. Yeah. And I rated it under the orange one. So I don't know. Again, this was the end of the night.
See,
I don't know where we were at the end of the night. But it could have been a little bit higher. So the average came out at a 4.4, which I think that's the more fair score.
That's fair.
So...
I'll give you that.
Now that we have gotten through it, we have established the base, right? So we were able to get Kayla back up to speed with what was at the top, what was at the bottom. Now we're going to move on to the new flavors that we're trying to see how they... I know.
Finish it.
I poured too much. You made a great point. I didn't register it when you were like, you're pouring a little too much.
8 other drinks over there.
4. We have 12. Or no, we have 11. We have
All
11.
right, fair.
So, ooh.
Now I look like the drunk one.
Well, you didn't see. There's ones in the box as well.
That's fair.
So credit to you. Okay, so do we want to just go right into the Bud Light ones?
Yes,
and then
I'm
do
excited.
the Trulies? Okay, so there are 4 new Bud Light flavors that Kayla has brought us for us to try. We have the Bud Light Mango. We'll do this one last. Bud Light Black Cherry. We have Bud Light Lemon Lime. Yeah, Lemon Lime is that what it's called. And then we have the Strawberry Seltzer. Ooh. So what's nice is Black Cherry is the most popular flavor amongst the brands. So we'll get to try that. And what won was the White Claw Lime, or whatever they called it, Lemon Lime or whatever.
I think it was just
Natural Lime. So at least they have comparable flavors. So we'll start with mango. Is that fair? Okay. Starting with the mango, Kayla, I'm going to ask you to give us a score.
I'm so
I guess
excited.
I'll put the new scores on the back of this thing. Okay, it's going to go on the bottom of this thing. Because here's my hope, is like maybe in like a couple years I can do a raffle and give this to a person.
Frame it.
Yeah, exactly. This will be...
You should have had them sign it.
You know what is funny is I think we did. We did sign it.
It doesn't
somewhere.
count that you
I'm gonna
write
make you sign it. That's true.
I mean, I didn't take.
I'm gonna make you autograph it. What do you think?
I'm excited. It's really fizzy. I could have.
That's how it should be. I'm back to. I mean, it's a little soapy.
You also dropped like.
Yeah, I would love to know how that's factoring in, but neither here nor there. Okay.
That is really, really seltzery. Like, it's really bubbly.
Yes, it's very bubbly. The smell is a turnoff. I mean, just take a smell. Just a whiff.
I know, it's like an off smell. Like, you can't really smell it, but when you do, it's like,
I feel like I'm playing Bean Boozled with Kyle. I mean, the smell is a turnoff here. Oh, and don't forget, we have saltines.
Thank you, Ashley.
Ashley was upset, so if you need to cleanse your palate from these...
I might after that. It's like,
this smells like the Dirty Socks jelly bean, I'm telling you.
I had bigger expectations for this. I'm kind of disappointed.
I'm very disappointed. Especially because mango is a popular flavor amongst the other brands. But this is not a popular flavor with me.
If, like, all I can imagine is drinking this when I'm out at a bar somewhere and just burping.
Yes! And your burp smelling like this, that'd be even worse. I think it'd be a fun party situation, not a party trick, but, you know, you're out with your friends, you're going to your friend's house to hang out for a Friday night. Maybe pick these up so you all can laugh at how terrible this smells. Because I would alone want other friends to smell this thing. It's almost unbelievable that the smell does not match the flavor. Maybe I'm alone on that?
No, you're not. The hype is, I bought this last night. This was the last box at Giant.
So there's other people around Harrisburg going, is this rotten? Like, ugh. So mango, I think, kind of let me down. But
that really let me down.
It was a letdown. Again, lemon lime now. This is the more popular flavor of White Claw. And... I need a...
Do I have to rate that one?
Oh, yeah.
That's not fair. I finished mine.
Well, I had just a little bit at the bottom. I don't want to suck it dry. This thing's killing me. Yeah, good call with the saltine. I'm telling you, the smell is bizarre. I really felt like I was playing Bean Boozled. Oh, yeah, so you do have to score it. Mango, out of 10. Amongst the other ones...
It was better than... Well, it's hard for me to say.
Okay, I do think when I was getting into one ranges with Crooked Marker, that wasn't fair.
Harsh.
So I'm going to give it just a 3.3. It's low. It's definitely not good.
I was going to give it like a 3.8, so...
Perfect. All right, 3.8. And I'm going to give it a 3.3.
Oh my god, this one smells terrible.
No, for real? How do they do that? Okay, what was the one thing I said? Like, 80% of taste is scent. All you had to do is just make the fragrance good. And that's half the battle. More than half the battle.
Like, do you smell that?
Whoa! This is literally like cauliflower. Bro. And again, we are tasting Bud Light Lemon Lime. But the taste, I can mess with that. You know what it reminds me of? A seltzer version of their Bud Light Lime.
It does. It doesn't, I don't taste like lemon lime per se, but it's not bad. If you can get past the smell, it's really not that bad.
But what's weird is there's a smell.
It was a weird smell, not
Considering every can so far, we've been able to start it with the smell and go, refreshing, and then go into the flavor. This scent throws it way off.
Yeah.
But the flavor is like a Bud Light Lime.
I do like that one. That's good.
I'm going to go a little bit higher with this one as well. So, now that we're at the lemon lime, Kayla, what would you rate that?
I don't want to go too high. I'm going to give it like a 6.
That's a fair rookie score.
Stop.
So 6.0. The lemon lime, I'm going to probably give it somewhere, I'm going to give it a 6.1 because I'm not a rookie.
Rookie score. Okay, no.
You got to give it a decimal.
Is that really? You know,
Yeah.
Whenever I watch the pizza reviews on Barstool, I
I don't know why this guy's a rookie. That's even funnier. So now you know.
No, no.
Now you know. Decimals. Okay, so lemon lime, again, definitely better than the mango. I think I could have gone even higher. Because
I could have. I just didn't want to be too generous. I haven't tried the other flavors.
That's it. But I'm now worried that this might be their best flavor because
I'm worried too.
the lemon lime is sometimes a better flavor. Now here's something that's interesting. None of the brands we've had so far have done a strawberry flavor.
No, I know. I'm excited about that. All right, I'm eating more of my cracker.
Right?
That was a good call, Ashley. I'm not gonna lie.
It helps. It definitely helps. So, Bud Light Seltzer, what does it say? Light, simple strawberry. Let me know what you think.
It's probably gonna smell like
What's amazing is the scents couldn't be more off. Okay, Anheuser-Busch. Whoever is in charge of, like, the taste testing.
I can't wait.
Whoa! Bro! Okay, we have gone from, what was it?
That smells ridiculous.
The other one definitely smelled like cauliflower. This one could not more smell like dirty socks. Yeah. Like, it literally smells like it.
Like, I love, like, regular seltzer water without alcohol, believe it or not, and there's strawberry flavors that smell like strawberries. This smells like...
It smells like nothing like strawberries. You know what it makes me wish I had? A strawberry limerita, where it actually smelled and tasted like strawberries.
I'm really trying to figure out what it smells like because I definitely have smelled this before, but it's not a good smell.
Right? I'm sorry, it reminds me exactly like the jelly bean.
And it's
dirty
like
socks.
Jam that, like, oh.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, wolf dog. Ooh.
It definitely tastes like strawberries, though.
Okay, aftertaste is great. Initial taste, there isn't one.
It kind of tastes like they mashed up strawberries, so we're just like, nah,
this will work, this will work, and they just...
That's what they did. I don't know. If you really like strawberries, this is golden, but I don't know.
I am with Kayla. Her saying specifically... Okay, you ever go to like a fancy spa or something where you get cucumber water or, you know, not even, like just a nail salon or something that's got like cucumber water.
Yeah, that
this
is it.
tastes like strawberry water.
It's literally like they distilled strawberries and like whatever they make this with. So.
And then they just threw a ton of carbonation in.
Yeah, that is probably exactly what they did.
Okay, so now that we're on to strawberry, Kayla, what you gonna give it?
A 4.8.
4.8, strong score. It's definitely below the lemon lime. So, I'm going to give it a 5.2. No, I'm with Kayla. I'm going to give it a 4.6.
It's got kind of like a bitter taste to it almost.
Especially because I want to have room.
I wanted to like that. I really did.
Because I feel like I want more brands.
I'm really disappointed. I'm sad right now.
Hey, maybe these Refrescos come in strong. You know who I'm really pulling for? I think these new Truly flavors are going to deliver. I think they're truly going to deliver.
I'm going to give them a strong Yelp review after this.
Seriously, Anheuser-Busch needs to reconsider who's in charge of... Do you guys smell your drinks? Or do you just, package them?
I didn't until now.
You would just think, somebody at the factory would be like, hey, man, try this. Hey, man, try this. But nobody thought to smell it? Okay, so
Now
we're on to black cherry.
Oh, this one smells good. It smells like black cherry.
Okay, black cherry.
If that has a smell.
Whoa! This is the first one with a good smell. I'm excited.
All right.
Cheers. Sorry.
It's okay.
I almost like busted the glass on her face. Tastes much better. But there's a little bit of like a bitter taste compared to the other ones that were black cherry. But still, I enjoy it.
Yeah, and for not liking black cherry, I actually kind of like this.
So you don't like the black cherry flavors of the other ones?
No, not particularly. I don't love this one. Don't get me wrong.
Yes, 100%.
But it's not terrible.
You know what's unfortunate, though, Kayla? I definitely got to feel like I left strawberry a little bit lower because I was thinking black cherry could sneak above it. And I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
So I'm going to probably stick with a 4.3.
Bud Light, I am so disappointed in you.
Right? This is like way at the bottom.
They're good at like their Bud Light Lime. Bud Light Orange, amazing. But like the second they decided to get into the seltzer business, like, oof, they really...
I do got to say, though, looking at where we're at right now,
they're better than your other ratings,
yes,
I know.
And if Kayla...
Trust me, I'm aware.
And if Kayla rates this one lower than the strawberry one at least, then all of them but the lemon lime will be rated lower than you rated Crook and Marker.
Ooh.
And they would be lower... they're just above Bon and Vive at that point. So what do you give black cherry? You gave strawberry a 4.8, mango a 3.8. Lemon lime a 6.0 rookie score.
4.1.
4.1. Fair. I like it. Averages for the scores will be on the screen. So I guess Bud Light doesn't come out too well, but it's definitely about the same as the Crook and Marker and just barely above the Bon and Vive.
They need to stick to where their moneymaker's at. This is not
Just stick to cheap, crummy domestic beer.
Not it.
Not it. So now we can happily move on to... Dang, I have so much of this stuff I gotta finish.
It's only been like 20 minutes. I just looked at the clock.
Oh, yeah. Well, you can see it right up top there.
It's all right. We're
moving.
We're
hey,
like 10.
We're making
No,
a good
I meant
pace.
we're like 10 seltzers in. All right, give me a break.
We've got 7 more. Okay. And if you need me to dump
College
anything out,
prepared me for
say it.
this.
That's it. You literally got a bachelor's degree simply to prepare you for this podcast.
I'm so excited for this.
Okay, so we'll do this one last because Henry's is its own thing.
I've never even heard of Henry's. Is
I've
that bad?
heard of Henry's,
Isn't
but
Henry's
never really
like the
saw
hard
it.
like root beer or something? Or am I like wrong?
Oh,
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about. I don't know if that's the same company that makes this seltzer.
Oh.
It may, honestly, I don't know. So Kayla, before the podcast, was telling me that she really, really enjoys the pineapple Trulies. That is her favorite. When we did the original taste test of Truly, we didn't have pineapple. So we're going to see how pineapple comes out. You know the worst part about filling your gut biome with
I know.
carbonation?
I'm so bloated.
I keep sitting here like...
I'll already admit this. I'm super biased because Truly is my favorite seltzer. It's the cheapest out of all of them. It's my favorite. They have the best flavors, so I'll admit that I'm a little bit biased here, but I'll try to be impartial. Since you guys were completely not partial for yours, so
Well, I'm going to say myself, I went into the seltzer with Truly my favorite.
Okay.
So when we did... What was unfortunate is last August we did a seltzer podcast and we put the GoPro above a campfire, like up in a tree, and like 10 minutes in it overheated and just shut down. We lost everything. So out of the 4 people that did it, me and one friend came out with Black Cherry Truly as our favorite, and the other 2 came out as White Claw Black Cherry as their favorite. So I went into this one with Truly being my favorite. And then I think it still came out as my favorite, black cherry for sure.
I have yet to have a Truly that I didn't really like.
Because you know what it is I think it's a perfect balance. When we had Crook and Maker, it was a juice. It was too much flavor. And then when you get to a White Claw or the Bon and Vive, there's no flavor.
Right.
So I feel like Truly is the closest to the delicate balance. Yes, there's a bit more flavor. There's definitely flavor there. maybe there's too much in some of them, but honestly, I think they're the closest to the delicate balance. It's not lacking flavor, that's for sure, and it comes out. At least they have good flavors.
Right.
Okay, so let's just start off with the Kayla favorite. Set a tone for the Trulies.
For you.
Yes. Well, exactly. This is again a new Truly flavor that we haven't tried yet, and I'm excited for.
You're not gonna like the smell. I can already tell. But
I feel like this is the first every time you've sniffed
it. It is. I never really smell it. If you open a can of pineapples, though, like
that's what it smells like. I think it smells like pineapple.
Okay.
Yeah. Cheers.
You were gonna.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna tone it down. Yo, I feel like I'm on a beach.
No, like you could drink these all day. That's why I love them.
And my favorite vacation drink is a coconut rum and Coke.
No, I love pineapple-y coconut drinks.
But this reminds me now I'm really excited for the coconut refresco because this is delicious.
If they made the Crook's the only one that makes coconut flavored seltzer, so if they made more of those, that would be hands down my favorite. But I also know a ton of people don't love coconut like we do. So.
But this is really good.
No, it is really good. It's refreshing and light and beachy.
That's it, and that's it. If it's a summer day and you're stuck in the middle of a farm in Ohio, at least you can pretend you're near a beach.
That's true. That's very true.
So I think I really like this flavor, and I think I like it way more than I like the other Truly flavors.
Woo.
Especially.
Wait, what was your number one Truly?
So the number one Truly was the blackberry acai. That's another word we had to look up. Acai. That we kept messing. Oh, but you know what was funny is we kept calling it whatever the hell we were calling it, and then somebody went to the bathroom and they go, "Hey, he has blueberry acai soap." So a flavor I've never heard of in my life is also my bathroom soap. So blueberry acai was the top. This is way better.
I'm not gonna lie, if we didn't go to law school, my second career choice would be trying drinks.
This is this is the job.
You could pay me. You could pay me $1 an hour to do this, honestly. Well,
don't go too far, Kayla, because I may be a lawyer, but I ain't quitting this either. So I'm gonna be calling you up to cut when new brands, when Coca-Cola comes out with their seltzer, Kayla's coming on. So
these are my favorite.
Don't hide. Mm-hmm. All right, so pineapple. What do you give us? No rookie scores.
Oh, I'm giving it a 9.1 just because this is my. But
I like it.
I haven't had those other ones, so I'm excited.
I am gonna say that if my highest Truly was in the 8s, I don't think anything's cracked 9 for me. But I'm definitely gonna give it an 8.8 because it's very high. This is a great one.
I like all Trulies though, so it's really.
So, this was a great one. Great choice, Kayla. Okay, now we are moving on to, this is a real summer flavor that stood out to me. And I'm going to be honest with you, not many things are flavored watermelon. So we got watermelon kiwi. So go ahead and pour yourself one.
Is this was it in their tropical pack or
You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I just went to all the single drinks.
Oh, that's smart. I didn't even know they had that. Ooh, oh my God, that smells so good.
I'm in love with that pineapple.
No, this smells so good.
See, again, scent is everything.
It smells like a Jolly Rancher. Mm.
Oh, no.
All right, we're going to work on that.
Mmm.
Did you smell it?
Yes.
And did you taste it?
Yo, okay, I'm going to be honest with you. I think watermelon...
It's a little sweet, but...
This tastes like watermelon juice. You ever juice a watermelon and you're like, well, it's mostly water. That's what this exactly tastes like.
But it's got 5% alcohol in it.
Amen. And how many calories is it? Only 100, just like White Claw. So, you can't beat something like that.
I really like that. These are all really...
They're all very good. And I'm going to be honest with you, it beats beer because you're not going to get bloated and eat all... you could have eaten a whole turkey dinner the way beer comes out and, swells you up. So I like these seltzers because... Again, I feel like I've ran a marathon. Not ran a marathon. I had a day drinking marathon. If I'm going to be honest with you, I'm at that point where it's like, wow, we've only been going for a half hour. It's been a long day.
That's really good though.
That's really good. I like.
And it smells good.
It smells very good. I think this one. I like this one better than the pineapple.
I knew you would.
Okay,
It's
watermelon kiwi, where are we at?
It's just a little too sweet for me. But it's
Really?
really good. It's too sweet, but it's good.
It is more sweet than the pineapple for sure.
I'm going to give it like a 8.3.
8.3. If I gave pineapple an 8.8, I'm definitely going to have to give this one the 9.1 like Kayla did with the pineapple.
All right, we're just switching.
Now that we've... Okay, so watermelon, again, great smell. Maybe a little cracker. Maybe that'll help. So, this one is my sister's flavor.
Oh,
Anybody
yeah.
that knows my sister knows that she doesn't drink anything, but she likes to dabble in rosé. So for my sister alone, Truly created a flavor, and it's Truly's Rosé Seltzer. So we're going to see how this one comes out. Again, new flavor by Truly. We'll see how it goes. Ooh,
I know.
that's a lot.
It's literally like drinking a Jolly Rancher.
That is, especially that watermelon one.
You are going to love this. Well, I don't know if it's from the 18 drinks before this, but it looks like rosé. And also, it smells really good.
It looks like rosé. I mean...
Alex, your sister better like this.
And at least it's less color than the Crooked Marker that looks like, you know...
I love
kid's
that. Truly's
juice.
going after the, like, authentic rosé look and smell. So...
It does smell like a wine.
I'm excited.
Cheers.
I like that.
This is perfect.
I love that.
So perfect.
Tastes like you're drinking a flower.
That's it. It's just enough flavor that you know you're not drinking water.
Honestly, I would pick this over the pineapple if I had to.
Woo!
It's really good. I already rated the pineapple
Well,
super high,
you gotta rate it higher than the
but
pineapple
this one's
then.
really good. Do you think your sister would like it?
I really think Allison would like this, but I think she would like it more because it's even less flavored like alcohol.
Yeah, it
like,
is.
Rosé tastes more like wine than this does.
It's just like light and fluffy and it's literally like you're drinking a flowered water.
Yes, for real. So, okay, now that you set the tone, pineapple being 9.1, where do you put the rosé?
Oh, man. 9.2.
9.2. Just barely above. So they're close.
They're close.
They're still good. They're still both very good drinks. I'm with you there.
They're equally my favorites, probably.
I really think watermelon kiwi, for me, would be, like, Allison, try it. It's all you. For me, though, I think the watermelon kiwi was a bit better.
This is what bothers me is, like, people are getting those White Claw tattoos and, like, White Claw's the basic thing, but, like, Truly is truly superior.
Well, let's be honest. I think a lot of the White Claw clout is due to the internet.
That's
like,
true.
just like
Social
everybody
media.
doing Juuls,
That's
everybody is doing White Claws.
The knockoff Juuls are just as good.
Exactly. Exactly. And I think everybody loves saying there ain't no law with a White Claw. You know, ain't no law with a claw. They didn't even come up with that. The internet did. You're welcome, White Claw, because that's the greatest slogan you could have never have come up with on your own. The color, again, good. It's great. You know what? I have no complaints. I don't know what to say about this.
No, I really like it.
I've gotten to the point where I got in the last podcast where once you just keep going with seltzers, the scientific method seems to slowly go out the window.
No, we definitely started with, like, the worst going to the best. Like,
that is true. That is very true. So I think this is good. I just don't know if I would reach for it over the watermelon kiwi. So in that light, I'm going to go with an 8.9.
over the watermelon kiwi.
That was great. It was a Jolly Rancher. Okay. Oh my goodness. They just keep coming.
Henry's. I've never heard of this. I've never heard of it until you literally pulled it out of your fridge.
So, you want to know what's funny? Is when we went to go do the seltzers, I went to the flavors. If you hear the promo that I made, I list them all except for Crooked Marker, and I say Henry instead. And then when we then when Ashley showed up, she was like, I didn't find Henry's, so I got Crooked Marker.
I've never heard of it.
But, so, again, the only Henry's single that I could grab was Henry's Lemon Lime.
Is this their only flavor?
They have a couple other flavors, but I couldn't find a variety pack. They must not be as commonly...
It's 4.2% alcohol, which is a little bit above Crooked, but lower than the rest. But it's 88 calories.
Whoa!
That's the lowest.
There we go.
All right.
I'm sorry, I'm amazed I've made it this far. Okay.
I know, it was like, thank God you're not, like, asking me questions right now. Cool. That would be, like, a world of a difference.
Hey, I wish Kyle would have prepped you more. There's really not much testing going on. You don't really need to know much here in the Rethink Tank. You just need to roll with the punches. So, here we are. Henry's Lemon Lime. Whoa! Whoa! Bro, I can't emphasize.
It smells terrible.
Remember that one time I said, buy the Bud Light Seltzer so you could smell the mango and laugh? Bro! You smell this thing and you just can't help but laugh. It smells terrible.
This is by far.
Yo,
You're gonna make me cry. This is by far way worse than any of the other drinks we've had tonight. Like, this literally smells. I don't know if we can swear. I don't know if I can swear.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Literally smells like shit.
Like, what? Worse than 90% of what you perceive as taste is actually smell. And then you come to this thing.
Well, this smells like literal shit.
No
wonder Henry's isn't even, like, on the market.
I am dumbfounded.
I don't even want to try it. It smells so bad.
You could convince me this was Bean Boozled. I don't think you're supposed to smell these drinks before you drink them. And again, this is Henry's Lemon Lime. I was already turned off from the beginning. Screw you, Henry's. This is terrible.
I'm still turned off. That tastes terrible.
It tastes bad.
Oh my God.
Smells bad.
Who decided that when they went to market with this, they showed their team, they went through levels and stages and a lot of money, and they were like, yep,
this is the one.
We're going with it.
Somebody was like, hey, maybe we should add some sugar. Shut up, Craig! We're good!
Okay, not only does it smell terrible, it tastes terrible. I'm so glad you only got one of these.
What's amazing is I can't stop laughing because I feel like I'm being punked. Ooh. Like, Ashton Kutcher is about to come through that door.
How is somebody making money off of this?
Because fools like us are like, well, we've tried them all. Henry's can't be that bad. It's on the shelf.
I'm drinking it.
Yeah, I can dump it out for you.
Dump it. I was going to say I'm drinking it because I don't have a bucket, but that's... that was really bad.
This was by far the worst. The worst. Henry's, you should be ashamed of yourself. We want no more flavors from you.
Do I have to give them a score?
Oh, yeah. Send them to the grave, baby.
All right, I'm giving them like a 0.8. That was so bad in all aspects. That wasn't even like carbonated enough for me to like mask the taste, so I really can't even give them a good score.
I'm gonna say out of all the seltzers we did, especially the last one,
you gave a 1.2 to
exactly.
somebody.
I was doing 1-point numbers, and when Kayla initially said 0.8, I was gonna say, well, that's pretty low. But I'm with her. The 0 is necessary. You are not even a full count. I'm going with 0.9.
Nobody wastes their money on this, please.
See, this is what the Rethink Tank is for. Oh. We save you dollars. We do the hard work to save you the misery and the suffering. So I was convinced that these were the new seltzers that are supposed to be coming out in April.
So did the guy at the store.
Yeah, well, I think he was just trying to dupe whoever was trying to drink. He was like, oh, yeah, those are them, man. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm not going to lie then. I have already had the coconut one.
Was it good?
It was so good.
That's right.
But these are aren't they all lime mixed? Like guava lime, passion fruit, lime, coconut lime. Yeah. They're so good. Oh. But they're not seltzers, so that's like...
That's it. So... That's the problem, is they aren't seltzers, but I'm going to make the argument that
I don't even know what a refresher is.
I'm putting it in the category as Crook and Marker, and if they're going to call themselves a seltzer, then...
Fair. I don't even know what a refresher is, but I guess we'll be fair.
You know what, though? Again...
It's a malt.
That's why I was going to put... So, I told Kayla before the podcast that I was ready to go after Corona, that, like, how dare your commercial call it a seltzer, and it be a refresher. Then she reminded me that just isn't it, and... You know what's funny is, remember, I was going to say, you can't call yourself a seltzer in an ad if you're a refresher.
True.
Crook and Marker technically does not call themselves a seltzer.
They don't.
They are a spiked and sparkling.
And that's
it. Not a seltzer, not a refresher, not a drink. They're just a spiked and sparkling.
Corona doesn't do that either, so you got to be fair.
Well, but this isn't their seltzer.
That's true.
So
we were lied to. They're not out yet.
Exactly. So I'm putting this in the category as a Crooked Marker
All right.
spiked and sparkling thing.
Okay, but to be fair though, those are like what, 80 calories? Not even.
Yeah. What were these? This I think was a bit. Yeah,
80.
only 80.
These are like 120.
What?
And it's on the box. I'm pretty sure.
See, Corona's trying to hide it from you.
And they're only 4.5% alcohol. So
And it was $21, $22 a case.
So there's a lot going against it.
But that's Corona, right? So again, we're doing Corona last because the one topic that ironically Kayla and I are going to talk about for the podcast today is the coronavirus. And I thought it was perfect. So before we move on to the coronavirus, we're going to wrap up here. But I forgot what I was going to say next. But the calories. That's what I was looking for. They're trying to hide it from us because they don't want you to know the coronavirus is hiding in here, and they also don't want you to know how fat you're getting.
They're definitely 120 calories.
Yo.
At least.
Should it be this hard for me to find the calories? Like,
That's how
where's the
much
FDA?
hiding. That's
Step
how much
in.
they're hiding it from us.
Exactly.
Whatever. I know it's there, so.
What? Here's the box.
I'm not lying to you.
I think the box is lying to me. Right?
Yeah, it's not on there.
Yo,
But
we're coming for you. 2 lawyers are on the job.
But
Class action.
Do they have to disclose that?
They have to disclose the calories.
Look at another.
I don't know. FDA, agency. Why don't you tell me? At the end of the day, the agencies can do whatever the hell they want.
I'm betting you they'll look at another beer box and you won't find the calories. So.
You're right. So why? But I have found the calories on every single one of these cans.
Because they're so low. Which is why these aren't. Which is why it's not on there.
You're right. They duped us. Again, bamboozled. All right.
I already know that these are going to be really good, so it's worth it. It's worth the extra 20 calories.
I don't know where I'm
What do 20 calories mean when you're drinking like 18 of them anyways, so. What are you doing?
I just want to make sure if I write it here, I'm okay.
Alright, we're trying the one that I already had.
Yes, please.
Just because I know I already like it a lot. This is literally going to remind you of that drink you were talking about, and I think you're gonna absolutely love this one.
That's what I like to hear. Again, coconut. I love coconut drinks.
I love the smell of this. So I don't know. I'm biased. If you don't like the smell of coconut, like suntan lotion or the beach, you'll hate this. But I guess then.
But that's a problem on you. Get over it, because coconut anything should remind you of happy places.
It even looks like coconut water.
Yes.
It's this. Already my fave.
Boom. Take this to the bank. Whoa.
I know.
They have got a fan to death.
Corona,
Bro.
You might have a virus, but you certainly
The virus is being crack addicted to coconut lime.
This is so good.
So good.
I could drink these all day.
Kayla, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm upset that you duped me into rating the Trulies so high, because this is delicious.
But this isn't a seltzer, so
screw it. The seltzers can take a back seat. Refreshers are the thing, folks.
It's 20 extra calories, and also $10 more.
Just be
when
like
you buy
Kyle.
them.
Run 10 extra feet after your marathon, and the 20 calories are nothing.
There you go.
Exactly.
There.
I'm a fan.
I told you these are hands down my favorite.
What are you giving it?
Oh God, like a 9.5. I have to. They're so good.
Oh, yeah.
For the people that like sweet drinks, if you want to meet in the middle with a refresher and liquor, I guess this would be it. But they are 4.5%. They're kind of low.
I'm with Kayla, all right? My highest so far
Which
has
is why
been a 9.1.
Truly's got better ratings, because there's more alcohol content and they taste as good.
Yeah, wait, what is the alcohol content?
4.5.
Again, at least it's higher.
It's not 4, but it's not. You could drink a Miller Lite for that.
But that's what I want. I want something comparable to a beer, because all of these are a little less than a beer, but again, they're nowhere near the calories.
This is not perfectly comparable, because this is 120 and a Miller Lite's 95. But
I bet you the carb count.
Do you notice
is
that? I could
less.
give you the calorie contents of beers and liquors, but I couldn't probably tell you the
I couldn't
42nd president.
Or I was saying, I also can't tell you how to revoke a will quite yet.
I can't tell you how to do that.
But I definitely know how many calories are in a Miller Lite.
That's true.
All right, I'm with Kayla. I'm going to give it a 9.4.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh, before we move on to the next refreshers, I forgot to put it in the video. So here is going to be the averages for the Trulies and that one Henry. And then
there's gonna be that's like the curve breaker.
That is the curve, the bottom. You know what's funny is I forced down Kayla's throat these nasty crooked markers and the Bon and Vive just so she could know what bad is. And man, these Bud Lights came in, or the Bud Lights came in and took the cake. I'm very disappointed.
I'm really disappointed.
I'm gonna be fighting Kayla to finish this coconut one because
that one's so good. I'm excited for these other ones.
Stop!
All right, I thought you were gonna drink it. I was like, what are you doing?
Oh, but you can pick one of these to like sip on as we finish up the podcast.
All right, passion fruit lime.
Yes, passion fruit lime. Okay.
So this is my thing with these drinks. I haven't tried this one yet, but like
it's the color.
They all say lime, but I haven't. The coconut one, I didn't really get a hint of lime.
I kind of do.
Did you? Okay.
Just a tiny bit. What it tastes to me. Again, my favorite vacation stay away drink is a Coke with coconut rum. But what is always in the Coke and rum is a lime. And that tastes exactly like it. Without Coke.
So tell me what this looks like.
This looks like a nasty crooked marker that's trying to pick on me.
I knew you were going to say that. Tangerine. But it smells so good. These smell like literally like the tanning lotion you put on at the beach. All of these have.
But it's got a very strong citrus smell.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, whoa. I can taste that though.
But you know what?
So good.
It's just like a fruit. Like it's sweet. It's perfectly sweet. Some of these have like the fake sweetener taste to where you know the aftertaste will be gross.
This literally tastes like they took a passion fruit and put it unlike the.
What fruit is this?
What fruit?
I did the same thing.
I'm gonna figure it out. Unlike the strawberry that I feel like they just saturated in water and liquor for like a day, this tastes like they literally just like squeezed passion fruit in here. I've never had a passion fruit. I'm not gonna lie.
Neither have I. But it looks fun. Look at that fruit with all the seeds and stuff. Sure.
These are really good.
This is really sweet. Very good.
That's the only problem is that I feel like this is like a headache in a can tomorrow.
Yes. And I will also contest the fact that I do like it, but I don't like it enough to say it's better than the pineapple Truly.
Oh, it's definitely not.
So, which means it's worse than the watermelon Truly, in my opinion.
And the coconut.
So for me, I'm going to have to give this one, again, it's not terrible. I'm going to give it an 8.1. It's a little bit above the middle, but it isn't fantastic. I'm head over heels with.
I'm going to give it like a 7.6.
Good score. I probably should have gone a little bit lower, too.
It's okay. It's good.
But
it's
just good.
Like, the Trulies, to me, are a little bit better. I could drink Trulies longer, I think.
I think what it is these higher scores I'm coming to is because I'm learning that the ones that we did rate higher are just that bad compared to some of these. Like, the White Claws have not been in my mind since we've moved on to better flavors.
You and I might have like a select palate too. Like for people that like really sweet stuff, you should definitely drink these. For the people that like more like hard things, you should maybe opt for the shitty Bud Light or or just stick with Trulies. But
or if you want to punk your friends and be like, I'm gonna blindfold you, guess what you're smelling. A lot of these would be fantastic.
Is it my feet or is it a drink?
And nobody's guessing a drink. Oh. No, I have to finish it.
You poured too much again. I told you.
But I looked over like, do you want me to pour it out?
No.
Nope.
I was drinking.
So I was like,
Sorry.
damn it, no, I gotta finish it.
Okay. What is this one?
Last one.
Guava lime. I've also never eaten. Is a guava a thing?
Oh yeah, you nailed it.
Wow, I sound like a real law student. I'm real cultured. Could I sound any more American? All right. Oh, they're all colorful. So this is, like, these are literally, like, the same as the Crooked Mark, honestly. Like, but they're 10 times better.
Sorry. Ooh. Oh, man.
The hardest thing about this is that 90% of the people that are going to watch this are going to be stone cold sober.
Yeah.
And they're going to be like...
They're not going to be having the fun we're having.
They're going to be like, why are they laughing so much at that? And I'm going to be like, well, I'm like 18 tries in here, people.
Maybe that's what I need to do. So here, I'm going to... Okay. This scene will be repeated at the beginning of the video, because a lot of people do that.
I know.
Hey, guys. Seltzer episode coming up. Go into the fridge and grab yourself your favorite seltzer so you can join the fun.
That'll make it fair.
And then you'll know why we're laughing so much. Okay, moving on to the guava. Cheers. Last one.
Did you smell it?
Refresher. Not the best smelling one,
But
I think.
it doesn't smell bad.
But it doesn't make me feel like I'm in a bathroom.
It's not socks or soap or whatever that is.
Again, I think Corona has nailed whatever the hell they're doing. They've nailed it.
They did it.
Because these are all just foo-foo fruity drinks that taste fine.
Granted, to me, though, it would be like 1, 2, 3. Like, they went in order of, like, best. But they're not bad, is the thing.
Right, 100%.
That's the thing. Like, I rated them, like, 1 to 3, but they're also not bad.
Here's what stinks. Kayla kicked us off with the best one, in my opinion. Coconut is like crack. That one...
I shouldn't have done that.
The best. No, it's not a bad thing. What it is, though, is it set a tone, and while
and these
are good, they are not coconut. So for me, again, I don't know how it comes out against the passion fruit, because again, we've had a lot of seltzers, and I'm at the end of the end of the road for myself.
Too.
I can't really remember what that tasted like.
I don't know. I think it's a little bit less than the passion fruit.
Yes, I think this is my least favorite.
It's not bad.
But it's definitely good. So out of all the variety packs, this is the one where I'd be happy with all the flavors.
Yeah. But again, like weighing everything, this is the most expensive. So
facts.
That's what sucks.
But again, just like why you buy Tommy Bahama or Polo or anything else, sometimes you just buy it for the brand. So you can go, ha, I got coronavirus. And
it's better.
It's better. So it's a status symbol.
You could get their stock back up.
Yeah, okay, so give me your score and then we're gonna get to their stocks.
What did I rate my last one?
So passion fruit you gave a 7.6.
I'm gonna give this one a 6.9.
I like it. That's the sex score. I'm going to give Kayla, or I'm gonna give it what Kayla gave the passion fruit. It's a 7.6. So for me,
I didn't even think about that.
a lot of my scoring comments just come from what Dave Portnoy says. It's the sex score, 6.9. All right. So again, guava for us was the worst, but now with the updated scores and everything else, Kayla, what would you say was your favorite today? We went through the crooked marker and all the ones that were at the bottom. We did bring the White Claw to you, the 2 flavors that the internet and our science studies have shown to be the best.
All right.
What do you say takes the cake?
So I love the Corona. They were really good, but they were just too sweet. I don't know. I just couldn't drink them all day. So my favorite,
Great
you want me
point.
to narrow it down to my favorite one?
Yeah, nail it.
All right. The Truly Rosé. Probably was my favorite.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you. That was a great one. And it tasted... I don't know how to describe it. It's crazy. I keep coming to the same stalemate. I want to say it tastes like you're not drinking something. But there's clearly flavor. It clearly is like rosé, but like wine to me.
It's like light in your mouth. It's not super fruity. It's seltzery, but not too... It's good. It's good. What's yours?
So I think Kayla picked the right one to say is her favorite. But I'm going to go with the coconut.
I knew you
The Corona coconut.
But it's not a
was the
seltzer. So when we try the seltzers, then we'll come back to that.
That's it. So again, I am going to pigeonhole Kayla into being stuck coming on here again. And we will revisit the coronavirus with the actual seltzers. But as of now, all of these seltzers can take a back seat to the actual refresher. So for me, I think the Corona coconut, but if I had to go with the seltzer, it's the watermelon Truly. At the end of the day, Kemp, my buddy, you should be proud. Truly takes the cake as always. And Will, you're weird. The internet mob mentality, White Claw is nothing. It is nothing except a
I agree
jewel.
to that.
I'm dumping the rest.
I knew you were going to. I just finished mine.
You are a boss. I am weak. And I'm going to take this.
I knew you were.
Which one do you want? Which one do you want?
The rosé one.
Oh, good call.
To be fair.
Good
Since we're
call.
picking our favorites.
I'm with it. Good call. Okay, so now we're gonna wrap up the episode with, again, I have 10 TikToks that I think are pretty hilarious, and they're gonna make Kayla laugh because I think they're the perfect ones for today's episode. And before we move on to that, we're gonna just briefly talk about the coronavirus. What was funny to me was I was playing Xbox with a bunch of friends because I'm stranded in Harrisburg, and this is the only way to keep a relationship with people in Cleveland.
The funny thing is that he was playing Xbox while I was at work today, and I was also talking about the coronavirus at work, but he was talking about it while while playing Xbox.
Well, that was it. Because you just can't evade it. It's here. It's a pandemic. So when I was telling my friends that I heard through the grapevine, it was on a podcast, I heard that there's another theory that the way the coronavirus, it was actually created in a lab and in China. And they laughed me off. It came from a bat. We all know that already. And I'm like, you're not wrong.
Everyone keeps saying, right?
But because they mocked me so much, and the friend that specifically mocked me, I went on a research bin, and he did as well, because he's a fan of the podcast, and he came to the same similar conclusion. There is not a consensus on the situation, but there has been major the economy, the global economy has taken major impacts across different markets, and the beer economy, Corona's taken a hit. We'll get to that, but.
Don't you find that problematic though? That we can't figure it out.
Well, so
we can, but
I was telling my buddy, I was on the phone with him before you.
I don't care who wins. I just find that very, very.
It's petrifying,
scary.
And so I'm taking trademark this semester, and what is the most aggravating about trademark law is it's a global consensus. It's a contract amongst countries that we will all do a registry where you say you own this title, this trademark, this logo, whatever. And we will all abide by the fact that you own it and nobody else can use it. China is this one we abide by trademark law, but screw you, we're going to do whatever we want. And China is the biggest culprit for stealing everything. So they don't abide by trademark law.
Plug, if you haven't watched Silicon Valley on HBO.
Yo.
Have you watched it?
I love Silicon Valley, of course.
Favorite show. I literally binge watched it. Favorite show. Literally goes into that. The fact that, there's so many strict laws in the United States and everywhere else.
Friend. What was his name?
Jin Yang.
Jin Yang, yes! Yo, he's the best, and all he does is steal their stuff.
Literally, all he does is sit there, and he's like, okay, so this is the, what everyone else knows it as, and this is the Chinese version of it, and just takes it, and it's completely fine. And I think that's terribly wrong.
And that's their culture.
Yeah, that's terribly wrong. So
I'm with you 100%.
Great show, though. It'll totally go into that without being political. So
it's hilarious. It's a lot of fun, but also I think it illustrates the point. The problem with the coronavirus, where we're at right now, is the fact that China does not have the same laboratory restrictions and rules and laws that America and other countries do. And so, whether it's true or not, so here's where we're at.
Right.
Some articles, some sources, like the New York Post article in the link, says, don't buy China's story. The coronavirus may have actually leaked from a lab. So it's true.
Okay.
So that came out. Then you have all these scientist websites. The Scientist Network says that scientists, quote, the article that I also have in the bio says, scientists strongly condemn rumors and conspiracy theories about the origin of the coronavirus outbreak, and that it actually didn't come from a Chinese lab, and the bat thing is true. What's ironic is the same friend that we had this discussion with, he did research, I did research, and it seems like the consensus that is coming out is that it's a little bit of both. A lot of people say that the bat that started the coronavirus, that some Chinese citizens consumed, was sold at this huge fish market. Unfortunately, we had too many Seltzers. I don't have the name at the top of my head. But there's this huge fish market that the bat was supposedly sold at. Now, ironically, the lab that they said created the coronavirus, and they were testing on bats, was literally a block away. So what seems to be the consensus is that it's a little bit of both, because China's laws are so lax and there's no actual ruling or restrictions on them. Most laboratory animals, I found an article, most laboratory animals in China are sold for consumption after use in the Chinese market.
Are you
so
kidding
it seems
me?
like two stories are bleeding into each other.
That's terrible.
And it is amazing that this is becoming a pandemic and we don't know where it came from.
Do you know when you buy it that you're buying a lab-used product?
It's China.
I guess
There's no.
right.
I bet you don't know. It's just a bat. It's sitting there.
But that's absolutely terrible. That's frightening. That's super frightening. I don't like that.
Okay.
If you even tried to do that in the United States, You'd just be shut down in a heartbeat.
Or you wouldn't know. I wish I had the pictures. I bet you, here's the thing. I'll save it for another day on the podcast. But my family owns a shopping center, and we had a Chinese restaurant. We had to go, after they moved out, we went to the health department and was like, what the hell is going on with you guys? What were you thinking letting this place operate? I shit you not. The entire place was caked in inches of grease. I'm talking 4 or 5 inches. I mean, stuff was just collating everywhere. It was the most disgusting kitchen I've ever been in my life. My uncle and I had to tear it apart. We go to the health department. Yo, what the hell's going on? My uncle gave them all the pictures. Like, what happened here? Why were you letting them function? Health department was like, hey, it doesn't matter. They're not operating anymore, so it's none of our business. We were like, wait.
Yeah, it matters.
So again, what's crazy is while there is oversight, I don't think it is as reliable as we believe. Maybe. Because you know what? One other quick theory. I always wanted there to be a God computer. I would love to just type into this computer, how many individual French fries have I had? And it could tell me you've had way too many French fries. And it'd give me the exact number of how many French fries I had. I would love to go to that computer and know, have I eaten dog? And it'd be like, yep, this day, and this day, you went to the wrong Chinese place, and it wasn't chicken, my guy. So I think that happens. I will never know, though. I don't know. Again, I think it happens here. We just don't know it. Do you want to know why Chinese buffets and stuff are able to give you like chicken and stuff at such a low cost? Most of our fish, chicken, and consumption of like meat is actually imported, and the Chinese are the ones importing it. So it's their friends that are, or like colleagues, family members, whoever, that are shipping it in. So they get like half. That like the costs are like cut in half. And so that's why Chinese buffets and stuff are able to do what they're able to do, because they actually own the trade of these types of poultry and stuff.
I don't know. I think that's something we should know, but...
So I want to show you this map. So I wanted to know where we were left off at. So here we have the map. It's up on the screen. This is where the coronavirus is at right now, according to the New York Times. Again, link in the bio, there's an article that says that we can't trust China, and that there are beliefs that they have that the numbers they're giving us can be up to 7 times as bad as they're telling us.
I was going to believe that, because 80,000, give or take, and how many people live there? Like...
And on top of each other.
So I guarantee that that's not right. That can't be right.
Yo, okay. One of our early podcasts, like episode 5, I was telling my friends, did you know the Louvre?
Italy have so many.
So that Italy is that we're gonna get to Italy.
That's problematic.
We're getting
I'm
Italy.
scared.
We're getting to Italy. But I was telling my friends, and I think this is why China. Obviously, you started it. Obviously,
right.
You're the culprit. That's already understood. But you're also going to exacerbate the problem because of how nasty China is.
Right.
My sister went to China. She would tell me people would literally just drop trowel and defecate on the sidewalk everywhere. It just happened all the time. My sister was dumbfounded. This was happening all the time, everywhere. Did you know the Louvre in Paris now has signs? The Louvre, the biggest art museum in the world.
To say that you can't do that?
Has signs on the wall that said, please stop shitting on this ground, because they would literally do it in the ground and be like, oh, I'm not cleaning that. And just, that's their culture, is just do it on the ground.
But this is also the same culture that I had friends that worked there for years at a time, too, that would literally have security cameras in their apartments, making sure that they weren't.
Well, because they don't trust each other.
But you're allowed to just shit on the floor? You can shit on the supermarket floor, but we're going to put a camera in your living room because we don't trust what you're doing. Like, what? Where's the logic in that?
It blows my mind.
That makes total sense then.
And it's spreading so fast. It all makes sense. There's no cleanliness there. But now
scary.
This was shared on the Rethink Tank Facebook page yesterday, and ironically, we're diving into coronavirus, so I thought this was perfect. Moving into Italy, Kayla notes that there's over 800 cases in Italy, such a small country in the Mediterranean. The only real bad countries that have it right now, Iran, China, and Italy. And the U.S. still has 60 cases, and it's mainly because those people traveled to China and Iran. Iraq is a culprit too for Iran.
There's
They keep getting
actually
it from
a
Iran.
family from Dillsburg, PA, like half an hour from here, that have been quarantined. They went on a cruise, and I keep hearing news about them constantly because they're from central Pennsylvania, and they went on a cruise to like the Mediterranean. They don't think they have it, but they got quarantined for, it's probably been a month now, and they aren't even allowed back into Pennsylvania yet. They're still quarantined somewhere in, I think, like California or something. And I'm also hearing that the people that were in China that are back in California weren't properly trained or adequately, like, prepared to handle this, so they're getting it. So it's just, it's a clusterfuck. Like,
Yes. So here again, I also have on here, I have the CNN. It's also linked in the bio or in the description. The CNN has literally, and how much of this is actual updates because they need to keep you engaged and excited. But they have a live update for outbreaks. And the most recent was actually 10 minutes before we started, so nothing's happened in the past hour and a half.
That's
but
good.
Iraq announces that they're bringing a total to 8, and I guess Iraq is getting a lot of their problem from Iran. So again, article that I just posted on the Facebook page, the Rethink Take Facebook page yesterday, and ironically is relevant for us today, was the Pope went and shook hands and coddled, illness forces the Pope to cancel an event in Rome a day after showing solidarity with coronavirus sufferers and shaking hands with the congregation at a weekly audience. It's like, hey, guy, what'd you expect?
I know he's the Pope, but, like, he should have just been like, yeah, guys, no, we're not doing that. Or we're doing it with gloves and masks. And
Ready? You ready for this? You ready for this? So it's going to be a little bit more work for me.
And I understand it's a lot harder because it was just Ash Wednesday, literally like 3 days ago. But this is like,
But he's not meeting with the public. He's meeting with those suffering with the coronavirus to show solidarity.
Which is
like what you expect,
even more problematic.
So look at these pictures. I'm going to put some of these were the main pictures they showed. Him coughing, sniffing at the last time he was in church.
Why didn't he wear a mask?
Oh, you ready for this? He waiting to kissing, touching. Where it gets worse? Kissing, touching the hands. And then look at everybody else is in masks, but the Pope.
He's such a great Pope. Like, I think all sides can agree. And this was a moment where I think he completely blanked out. Or whoever told him to do that was very...
So Pope Francis was a no-show at an event in Rome on Thursday because of a slight indisposition, the Vatican said. Again, they're going to keep this hush-hush for as long as they can.
He's probably got it! Like,
he definitely has got it. You kissed him!
How old is he? Does that say he's...
83.
Okay, well, there you go. He's already at risk for getting it. And now let's just go off kissing and shaking hands with people. I don't know. That was stupid.
So, Corona was the one that took the biggest hit. Kayla has acknowledged it a couple times, and it's true. So, Corona has taken 34% of Americans right now, it's on the screen here, 34% of Americans actually believe the coronavirus comes from Corona beers. And what were you telling me today? The number one,
like, Google search right now, I'm pretty sure, is the Corona beer virus. You will not get it from beer, people. Like, hear it from us. We're not doctors. We're not scientists. We're law students, but let me tell you, if it's on sale, you may as well buy it because it's extremely expensive and it's cheap now. You're not going to get it from beer, people. Come on. Their stock's crashing right now, too. Like, there's absolutely no reason for it.
Well, what was so ironic...
It's the it's a name. Like, I can't...
Yeah. Well, like I was telling Kayla before the podcast here, What made me interested in the coronavirus topic for today was last night I'm thinking to myself, man, Corona's stock and sales have to be going through the roof because if I was still in college, I'd be looking at my boys like, hey, Corona party, let's get the coronavirus. But the fact that it's actually plummeting because of it blows my mind. Like Kayla said, take advantage of Corona being cheaper now. You're not going to get it from a beer, my guys.
I know.
You're going to get it from kissing somebody with a coronavirus.
Thank you.
Pope Francis. But yeah, I think it's all ironic. But Kayla, to inform you, Bill Gates does say he has the way to save the problem. Now, what is ironic is years before this, I saw on Netflix, Bill Gates had a documentary about himself, and he has said for a long time that the aliens, all the other stuff, he poo-poos off. He thinks that the real problem that it faces the American public is a virus pandemic. And while Again.
Okay, anyone can call that, but...
Well, that's exactly it. Oh, man, I can't remember who's in charge.
We
Some
should have
world
looked at this like
organization.
18 Seltzers ago.
100%. But then I also thought it'd make it more fun.
That's true.
But somewhere in here, whoever's in charge of the global red is somebody with a global name who's supposed to announce if it's a pandemic or not. The agency that's in charge of that, the global agency, has not yet declared it a pandemic, but Bill Gates has, which in my world is enough.
It's
Bill Gates suggests this is how we beat the coronavirus. Wealthy countries, again, this is also the same kind of, this first one is also the same theory all globalists have for climate change.
Let me just stop you there, too. The problem is that, like, we're also not taking it seriously. Like, I'm not taking it seriously.
I drink Coronas laughing.
Well, it's not even that. It's, like, the fact that it's even here, I'm still not taking it seriously. Like, I go to class. I touch the handles at stores, like, I don't know, like, I do, but I mean, like, I'm not wearing a mask to the supermarket, so I mean, like, I will admit that, like, even though we are a wealthy country, I don't think that we're preparing ourselves, and we're not taking it seriously, so why would we, I'm not saying we shouldn't, but why are we starting to do for everyone else, but we're not even doing it here, and
which I think you make a strong point, because I think that leaves us even more vulnerable.
Which is another reason why I'm saying that I'm glad that he said something, but if no one else is saying that it's a pandemic, which I think that this really is problematic, but we need to start doing something now.
When you see that map and you go, okay, we had about a week ago 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 people in the United States, and now we have 60, the numbers are increasing. And it hasn't been that long, my guys. So we do have to consider how fast it's going.
And it's surpassing all of those. Oh my gosh, I can't even think of those viruses in like 2002. What was it?
We had the swine flu. That was my favorite one. That was a good one.
But like they're surpassing those numbers. So to me, it's like if you really think it's that problematic, we should probably be doing something. Like our school even sent out an email. Like,
yeah,
don't, like.
But what is funny is when you rewind the clock to high school,
I
had so much fun with the swine flu.
Oh,
no world was I taking it serious. But it is funny. We get vaccines all the time.
My friends got it, and I didn't take it seriously. I was like,
wait, they got the swine flu?
Yeah, they were like home for like 2 weeks straight.
They ate the wrong bacon.
They were like home for like 2 weeks straight, and I was like, oh, lucky you. Like, I'm at school. Like, cool.
You want to cough on me? I'd like to get the swine flu.
I promised, like, at the beginning of this, I never would have said that. I would have been like, yeah, it was terrible. Like, my friends from school got it.
But then we had 24 Seltzers, and
here we are.
So, Bill Gates suggests that the wealthy countries should supply low and middle income countries in Africa and South Asia with trained healthcare workers to monitor the virus, spread, and deliver vaccines. Not a bad idea.
Do we have a vaccine for this?
That was going to be my next comment, is if Bill Gates is saying there's a vaccine...
Why aren't we getting it?
China, trademark, steal it, guys.
Take it.
Feel free. Take it. Serve it to all your pooping people.
Stop it. Like, stop it. Stop it at the source. Like, if we have it, give it to them. I don't care.
Exactly. I think another strong suggestion that Bill Gates gave us is establish an international database where countries can share information. That's the biggest thing. Again, I always said, and you know, it's funny, I had Shuckers for admin, and we had the same conversation. He's like, yeah, that'll do it. The only thing that's going to make us as a world all come together and be on the same team is some aliens need to come and be like, yo, bitch, we will beat you. And then China will be like, hey, I guess we need to pull together. You're the one with the space shuttle in the sky. So I think that's what we need. I think you need an international database. We all need to beat this together. The Pope is dying, guys. The Vatican is suffering.
And if you want to, help Corona stock, keep buying their drinks.
That's it. And then it's up to Corona to head the movement here and beat the coronavirus to save your brand, baby cakes. Develop a system that screens for compounds that have already been safety tested. I don't know what that really means at this point. Governments and donors should fund manufacturing facilities that can pump out vaccines within weeks. If you can make this vaccine in weeks, but you can... Listen.
This all comes back to the vaccine. Like, if there's a vaccine, we won't be talking about any of this.
Exactly. This is over. I am done talking about the coronavirus because you have a vaccine. Fix it. Corona, you turn off the Refresco factory for like a week and just make vaccines. Your brand is saved. We're Gucci. All right. At the end of the day, what do we say? Coronavirus, just stop coughing on people.
I know.
Don't go to Asia.
And it's not a beer. I feel like it's a number one rule. It's not a beer. It might be a lab. It might be a bat, but it's not a beer. That's one thing I can teach you.
Perfectly said. So, you ready to laugh?
Yes.
We need something fun. End on a good note. I've got 11 TikToks picked here, and then I got one of my own to plug for you to go to my TikTok. So, this one is fantastic to start with. We're going to turn the volume up here. All right, Kayla, you ready?
I'm ready.
Alright, so I saw this on TikTok. If you have a gassy baby, just do this to get their toots out. So here we go.
That girl's like 14.
Run, 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 pull. Say excuse you. Run, 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 pull.
For it to work like that, like the fact that it works. It works.
I'm just like, is that really the baby?
The way the baby was, it makes a face like, huh. And then I'm running again. All right, so we got some farting babies. Yo, this is my favorite one.
Look at this fool right here. Look.
Is it a dog?
What are you gonna do, fool? What the fuck you gonna do? That's right, nothing, because you're a chihuahua and a bubble, fool. Get the fuck out of here.
Because you're a chihuahua in a bubble, fool.
Literally, like, I R.I.P. Vine, because that was my shit.
Yo, that's why
I guess TikTok took over, which is fine. I like that they're doing that now. I thought TikToks were always like the like voiceover stuff, so I like that they're like videos like mine now.
But guess what I learned last week? Kim put on my radar. Vine 2 is coming back.
What?
Yes.
They had to. I'm surprised. What did they go bankrupt? Like, what?
I think it was financial issues. The real question here is: are they going to stick to 6 seconds?
The 6 seconds is what threw it off too. That was way too short. But I loved Vine.
But that's what made it unique.
That's true.
Because TikTok lets you do up to a minute. So how do you compete with this market without making your a unique video style?
They'll probably do like a minute too, honestly.
That's true.
But Vine came out before, so I mean.
What you gonna do, fool? You're a chihuahua in a bubble, fool. Yo! Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I picked this one because my life dream is to go whale watching. One day.
Wait, you've never gone whale watching?
No! Don't laugh!
Oh, you were like, have you ever been in a massage parlor with the fancy drinks? And I'm like, no.
Okay.
You've never
it's
gone
a
whale
stretch
watching?
to go get cucumber water, but to go hunt down the whales like Moby Dick.
Whoa. You want to like hunt them? I thought you just wanted to
No,
watch
I wanted
them.
to see one with binoculars.
That's so different. Whatever.
Have you gone whale watching?
Yeah.
What? I am so jealous. Where'd you go?
Oh God, no! Don't put me on the spot. I was in like
Was it like
7th
Boston
grade.
or
Yeah.
was like so it was like northern like the northern?
But like I'm pretty sure the whole it's just
I keep being
like
told to go up
dolphin
there.
watching. It's just like
That is true. I'm so annoyed by seeing dolphins. Like every time I see them, I
know.
get giddy. It's like
me
oh,
too. It's exciting.
but I've seen so many that it's just a dolphin now.
All right,
But I think that's why it's a whale.
I'll be fair.
But I think this would be the coolest whale
right.
watching experience, and the lady's reaction is interesting.
She excited? See, so they're on like a.
It literally hits the boat.
This is what bothers me though is that they're the fucking boat now.
Boat now.
She's like me. They're not on like a big boat where people are with them. Like that boat could capsize in a heartbeat because of that whale. That's what scares me.
But see, here's my problem. I love whales. I don't know. There's something
he's
about
like,
them. I think they're
drag
awesome.
me down, whale.
No, so my thing is, what are you doing turning your boat engine on when you're above whales? That thing dices up whales. You ever seen the side of a whale that got hit by boat engines? It literally looks like they were just like through a cheese grater. So I feel bad for them in that regard, but I would be petrified. I love it. She was like, "Move the boat now!" And he just
That
like,
would have
kicks
been
it.
me. I would have been like, get out of here.
Listen, I look at this as like you came out unscathed,
All right,
and you got to
fair.
get so literally
Maybe
the
that whale
fin
just wanted
hits
to be
the
friends.
boat. That's it. I think whales are so smart, and so they know. You ever see like the videos of the whale trying to protect scuba divers from
That's
sharks?
what dolphins do.
They do that. That's what's awesome.
I've seen videos of whales like dragging people down too.
That's true too.
So,
And just for fun. Wait, but those are
gotta,
killer
like,
whales.
you gotta,
Those
like-
guys are jerks.
You gotta like balance it out.
That's fair.
All right, well, show
That's
me.
fair.
All right,
all right.
let's see.
So, Boom. All right, this is great. This one's just a minute long, but it is a series of just hilarious
Is somebody inside
encounters.
there?
Oh yes.
Do they know they're in there?
Nope.
Oh, they think it's fake. Okay. I love scaring people, so I think that would be so fun.
Oh, it'd be so fun spending the day doing that. At a store as well.
Oh my god.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Just tying his shoe.
She was just gonna touch it, like
That's me. Anytime I see
just
something
wanna
soft
touch
in the
it.
store, I just pet it.
the poor kid. He's like, I'm ready. I don't want to know what that guy was about to do to him. I
Yeah,
feel
for
bad.
real. Coming right in the middle there.
Like,
This is fantastic. This is the coronavirus scare at a Walmart.
I'm so sorry to interrupt. I know y'all don't work here. Do you know where's the nearest restroom?
Restaurant?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
why did the other guy not move?
Where's the restroom at? Sorry about that. Where's the restroom?
Where's the restroom? He just run it back to watch this guy wipe
where?
out.
And I tripped over the cart like it's not here. It's right here.
Where's the restroom at?
Where's the restroom?
Oh,
Sorry about
God,
that.
That's
Where's the restroom?
disgusting. If someone threw up on me, I'd.
Yo. Just the
where?
smell alone would make me puke back on them.
Me too.
The thought of it, I'd be like, hey man, this is war. Oh, this is great.
Aw.
All right, so a thing on TikTok right now is trying to get your baby to say popsicle.
Popsicle.
They go
Apparently it's
popsicle,
hard,
and they
right?
go blah, 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 and they go pop, sickle, popsicle.
I
Say
have
popsicle.
seen one video like that.
All right, so
Is this like
the
a
beginning
known
of the
thing
video,
that kids can't say?
So catch the first thing the baby says because it is the baby's attempt at saying popsicle off the get, and it's pretty funny.
All right.
Can you pick a circle?
Can you say pop,
Popsicle.
Pop,
sickle,
sickle,
popsicle?
pop a sickle.
Papa's.
Just
She tries so
This is the beginning. The
hard.
first word is what kills me. She's so adorable.
Can you pick a circle?
Can you say pop,
She's so
Pop,
sickle,
Yeah, it's like you can't bring her,
popsicle?
you can't bring her down.
Oh no, I love it. Pickle sockle.
I love that. That was cute.
Yo, this is great. This is quick too.
You want me to leave? I'm scared, bro.
I'm scared, bro.
You want me to leave?
Okay, that one's made
I'm
me laugh
scared,
the
bro.
hardest. I'm not gonna lie.
The baby doesn't move. And I love the pink.
I love that he's like,
I'm scared, bro.
That one's really good.
Yo, this one I picked because Kyle has been on the podcast quite a bit. He started it with us, and Kayla's really close with Kyle. So this would be the perfect Tourette's for you.
Not that anyone's going to see this or that anyone really cares, but I just wanted to tell everyone that I have Tourette's, and one of my tics is, what the fuck is up, Kyle? So, get with that information as you will.
God, I hope that's true because literally that is my favorite Vine. And I text Kyle and I'm like, what the fuck is up, Kyle? And he's always like, and I'm like, oh my God, that's my favorite Vine to tag him in. That's my favorite. Every time his name gets mentioned, I tag him in, and he's like, your life wasn't ruined because of Kyle. But like, he gets so butthurt. I'm like, oh.
Yo, this is a great dad. I think this is what a good dad is. Mayonnaise. Convinced him it was a bird. Just watch, he's sitting there like,
He didn't notice?
no, wait, he noticed. He's just frozen. He's just like, no way, bro.
Is it like the mom recording this? Like.
It's his sister recording it, actually.
That is parent goals.
Yeah, for
Have
real.
you seen the video of the kid doing to the song? Oh, God, I can't even think of the song, but it's like... The kid comes up with a tortilla chip, and it's like, this is how much I love you, and like slaps the dad in the face with it, and the dad comes back, and he's like, all right, revenge, with the same song. That's what that reminded me of. I love it.
Yo, I would give anything to have this Pong skill, all right? This is a blind man playing Pong.
I was going to ask, is he really blind?
And I like the song. That's why I picked it too.
That guy's got...
He's got more skill than I did.
skills than me, and I can see.
It is funny. He's like, did I make it? They're like, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like he didn't know.
I would have been a good friend even if he missed.
I
I'd
would
be
have
like,
been like,
yeah, man. You got it.
You made 2, actually.
That would have been even better. Yo, you made 2, actually. All right, last TikTok that we had picked for us. This one I thought was a great one to end on. So this is a girl fishing with. She went out fishing with her dad,
Aww.
and she caught a bass, and dad's having her take the bass off the hook.
Did she not know how?
It's your fish.
I need to put him back in the water.
It's your fish. Let him go.
God.
Just grip it like that. Just get pissed and just grab it.
Just get...
I'm so scared.
Just grab this son of a bitch.
Just grab this.
Just grab it. You gotta grab it in there more, Lo.
I know, Dad, but I'm scared.
Hurry up. Grab it. It just sounds. Don't.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Dad! Get it out! Dad! Get it out!
What are you gonna do?
Dad, I'm not joking. Get the damn fish! Dad! Oh my god! I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna fail.
She's gonna rock the boat, yo.
Dad, I'm gonna throw up.
I'm gonna pee
Dad,
myself.
I need you to get it.
Poor girl, Dad, get the damn fish.
Oh my god! Our table is over.
I love her Crocs. I'm about it.
Right? What a perfect, like, warm day to spend out with your dad.
That's
But I
hilarious.
just-
Her dad's like, grab the fish, and she's like, you grab the damn fish.
I just love as soon as it flops on the ground, she just bails. Get it out, get it out. All right, last one. I think this is the perfect tone to go into spring break with. Kayla and I are starting our last and final spring break because we're about to
Woo.
be doctors, baby. So in line with that, this is the way to kick off spring break. My dad yelling at me. This is my dad yelling at me.
That is so irresponsible of you. You're grounded
Let
for
the
a...
beat drop.
You're in so much trouble after this.
So we're in trouble after spring break.
We are.
Boom. All right. Thank you, Kayla. We plowed through a lot of stuff here.
You need to take a picture of that.
I think that should be the picture. All right. Guys, do me the favor. Like us on Facebook. Find us on Twitter. Please share this video if you enjoyed it, if you laughed along with us, because I'm sure you had a lot of fun just like we did. And we saved you some dollars, so you don't have to waste your time on some Bologna seltzers and get the real stuff. This coconut stuff is great. Rosé's the move. White Claw can kick a bucket. It's just internet clout. And in light with that, I gotta say, Kayla, thank you so much for joining us. This was a lot of fun. I hope
Thanks
you had
for
fun as well.
having me.
Oh my god, anytime. And last thing, guys, I know I say this at the end of every time. Make sure we got book club coming in June. Make sure you read. And now Ashley let us know that there is a audiobook. So you have no excuse not to read this, you lazy bones. Weird Scenes Inside the Canyon by David McGowan. So get on your reading. Book club coming in June. Kayla, I really hope you have fun this spring break. And I look forward to having you back in April when Corona steps up their game, defeats this virus, and delivers us some seltzers.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. And in light of that, guys, have a good week, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys next time. Peace. This is so good.
I know!
It hurts. I'm so glad I have a whole bunch.
I'm so glad I have a whole bunch.